But who exactly is General Mark Milley? Of late, the man has become a deep state subject and is therefore pandering to the far left. The decision to strike Iran would have been of Donald Trump, who was president back then. As the chairman of the US Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley was simply supposed to carry out the orders he received and not add his uncalled for two-bit comments on the subject. Yet that is precisely what he did, thus sabotaging a civilian government's intent of punishing an American enemy state for its aggression and rogue military nuclear program. When the military begins overriding the civilian elected government even during the final days of the administration, one must be very worried. In fact, the four-star general believes that Donald Trump is, in fact, an Adolf Hitler incarnate. According to the New Yorker, Milley was of the belief that Trump would try to, and I quote, use the military on the streets of America to prevent the legitimate, peaceful transfer of power. Additionally, he also told his aides that the president would try to orchestrate an external crisis involving Iran. It was not public at the time, but Milley believed that the nation had come close, very close, to conflict with the Islamic Republic of Iran. This dangerous post-election period, Milley said, was all because of Trump's Hitler-like embrace of the big lie that the election had been stolen from him. Milley feared it was Trump's Reichstag moment. The controversial general, who unfortunately has unprecedented control over the US military, even believed that Donald Trump would stage a coup in order to stay in power. Sounds like a Democrat talking point, does it not? According to a book by Washington Post reporters, Milley and the other Joint Chiefs discussed a plan to resign one by one rather than carry out orders from Trump that they considered to be illegal, dangerous, or ill-advised. Milley spoke to friends, lawmakers, and colleagues about the threat of a coup, and the Joint Chiefs chairman felt that he had to be on guard for what might come. He said, "They may try, but they're not going to effing succeed. You can do this without the military. You can't do this without the CIA and the FBI. We're the guys with the guns." The overzealous military general who was trying to quote-unquote protect American democracy from Trump, when actually he himself posed an unprecedented threat to it, effectively sabotaged the elected civilian government of the United States of America. Today, the world has to deal with Iran and its belligerents, not to mention its upcoming nuclear weapons, simply because a four-star general of the United States military refused to do his job and instead decided to pander to the Democrats.